I feel as though that the Dima storyline is a lot like the Level of Concern ARG. The fact that we are hunting, searching for certain codes to unlock certain information. And I feel as though that there are 3 crucial keys to unlock information that we need for this final album in the Dima storyline to see what is coming next. These 3 keys include Trash the Dragon, because let's face it, we really don't know new information about Trash, except we can confirm that Trash and Ned are 2 separate entities. Number 2 is Josh Dunn's significance within the Dima storyline. All we know is that Josh was definitely not part of the livestream experience in storyline just because Sally called him out for saying, "Where's Josh? Where is that moron?" And key number 3 is Sally Sacarver themselves. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well, and I hope it continues to go well. Anyway, let's do a deep dive into Sally Sacarver. In yesterday's video, we talked about this yellow hooded figure. Now, speculation on who this yellow hooded figure was that it was the leader of the Banditos. It was the 10th bishop we've never heard about. It was Keon's. It was Josh Dunn. But turns out, it was just Sally Sacarver upside down within the Lane Boy transition. Literally, this is a blink and you'll miss it moment. And when I figured this out, I was ready to toss any theory regarding the Yellow Bishop into the trash. It would lead to the Banditos? Nah, it's just one of the bishops in disguise. However, the comment section was quick to say we shouldn't let this go. Maybe her being upside down means something. During the live stream, she mentioned escaping. Maybe her being upside down is because she's rebelling. Okay, but what if it was made to look like a yellow bishop? Like, that's a clue that Sacarver is on our side. That's amazing that it's Sally upside down. This is coming from Testing Musicali, the person who recommended we talk about this topic in the unanswered questions regarding the 21 Pilots in Dima Universe video. So, what a trip. Wow. However, I still think it's significant. I think it does mean something. And what it means is what you casually said. You said Sally is Yellow Bishop. And that's all it was, and probably just some fun Mark was having. But that is the message. By turning her upside down, they were giving the clue that Sally, Hood Bishop, is against Nico and Viola's in for the Banditos, Yellow Rebel Bandito. That's the whole point of that half-second glimpse. That's why she wore that outfit, and so that it would look a yellow hooded figure upside down. She was rebelling against the bishops in the story. She is the answer to the plot question. I don't think it was Mark just having fun. I really think it was intentional. For Mark to be a mastermind for a half second of just for hoots seconds, it also explains her repeating what was said from Lane Boy. Why? Why do I need these concepts? Tempted by control, controlled by temptation, stay low, they say, stay low. Sally mouthed every single part of the Lane Boy transition as Dan just stood in the background looking all just idle with the bishop face paint mask covering. She was trying that bit because she's a rebel. She is the answer to the big question. Number 3, I think another thing that points Sally being a rebel, Yellow Bishop, is that the commercials, she was getting clobbered. Who really beat the snot out of her? She's not happy, buddy, with the bishop's propaganda agenda. Number 4, also Yellow Hoods in Levitate. I think that is a possibility, maybe, significant. I'm thinking intentionally sprinkling Yellow Hoods in Levitate, it was foreshadowing a yellow rebel bishop in the future now. Which, all very good points, and even continued over to Twitter. In the wee small hours of the morning, well, wee small hours of the morning for me, it was early morning to a lot of other people, because it was posted at 9:24, Aaron Austin on Twitter says, a theory I've seen has to do with the Sacarver trying to rebel against Nico and Dima. Not only did she wear yellow, it seems like her dress in certain scenes has red carnations on it. Hide you in my coat pocket with my yellow rebel red. To which I went into my bookmarks on Twitter because Aaron Austin, this reminded me of a tweet by Herm. Stream Psy. Add Tyler's pink hair. So, bro, these are Rebel Red carnations on her dress, to which, if we take a look at the dress from when Sally is all beaten up and looking more nightmare than every incarnation of Nightmare Trash, we take a look at Sally's dress, and yeah, those are, in fact, Rebel Red carnations. And kind of hard there. I mean, what else could they be? Roses? Poinsettias? These are red carnations on Sally Sacarver. I joined the backtrack to YouTube for just a little bit because I did miss some comments under Testy Musicali's comment. So, the first one comes from Waniel Doyd, which is a very complicated name to say, but I really appreciate it and I super love that name. So, they say, but remember, you should. Live stream cuts into the outside. Makes a good point as to why she was cut off from speaking before the outside plays, which is a huge question that we still have. What was Sally going to say there? Because it's like Sally had their own free will to say whatever they wanted there. This wasn't a threatening message from Dima, because as we know, before Saturday, they dropped the no chances reference when her and Dan are saying, yeah, we'll come for you. You have no chances. You can't escape. Like, this threatening message was allowed, but when Sally went, but remember, you should, just blank staring at the camera, cut off. Like, it wasn't supposed to happen. Much like Tyler screams. Every time Tyler did a screaming boy, something happened, whether it was the alarms before Never Take It, and or the stream got cut off, holding on to you right after Shy Away, for examples, and also Heavy Dirty Soul. Dreaming Color 87 leaves 2 comments. I also thought it was interesting in the live stream she talks about being trapped, and then the other bishop reminds her that there is no escape. I can't remember the exact dialogue, but I remember something along those lines. Then also I think her button in the control room was yellow too, to which, yeah, it was. Also, Dan and Sally do drop a little bit about contentment on the live streams, which Dima.org updates to the whole thread on, and this is just a little teaser for the future because we are totally going to be talking about this thread. However, I do want to stick on the threads of Sally Sacarver for now, so definitely we'll get to this thread within the next couple of days, so watch for that. Let's take a deeper dive into the Sally Sacarver rabbit hole, and let's go to Twitter, and we're going to be looking at a thread from user Patience at Clancy Lives. Also, everyone who I mentioned who has a Twitter will be linked in the description box below, so make sure you go check them out, make sure you give them a follow because they are all very wonderful people. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive deeper in this rabbit hole that we call Sally Sacarver. Something that's bothering me about the live stream is Dan Leston in Sally Sacarver in I Have a Theory about this. So, we know from Clancy's letters that each citizen of Dima is assigned and works under their own bishop. For example, Clancy's bishop is Keon's. What if the citizen's last name are assigned to them based off the bishop they serve? Names are very important in behavior control. Everyone in the group having the same last name strips them of their own sense of identity, and in this case, attaches them to someone else. It's been my thought process since my first watch of the live stream that the hosts of Goodnight Dima are not the bishops themselves, but are the people under control of the bishops. In this case, Liston and Sacarver, and this becomes more and more apparent as the show continues. What if perhaps Sally and Dan are their own people, and Sally just happens to be a bandito trapped in, or perhaps infiltrating Dima? This could explain, 1, Sacarver being the yellow bishop and the tag Psy is updating to where they must have posted the same image as well. Again, I got mine from 21 is up, I believe their Twitter account is this person right there. So, and back to the thread. And 2, her dress being the pattern of red carnations, rebel red carnations. 3, her attempt to send a message and gets cut off. But remember, cut off. It also may lead to a lore explanation on what the reverse and redecorate. She's not afraid of her reflection, but knows of what she might see behind it. She plans to change her name, just not in the traditional way. Is this Sally? Is she afraid of Sacarver in her mind, behind her eyes? Is she trying to break free from the last name assigned to her? Is she somehow working with Josh and the Banditos? Did I mention Jenna's yellow phone? To break herself and or Clancy out of Dima. Josh indicates the number 2 during the live stream and has yellow drumsticks and yellow tape on his drum sets. Both of these things are associated with Sacarver, the second bishop with the yellow button on the control panel. So, what's his motivation? This is a very undeveloped theory right now, but I thought to see if anyone has some thoughts. And if you have some thoughts, let us know down in the comments section below, because I feel you guys are super sleuths as well. And I think you guys, I mean, hey, you're the one who decided to keep the Sally Sacarver trend alive, because look where we are now. This is a super deep rabbit hole we are down, and I'm super convinced that Sally is a crucial part of the story. Now, some parts of the thread continues. Also, I forgot to mention that the yellow Sacarver button is on the upper middle button, instead of it being on the right side of the bishops where it would have. East is up, another calling card of the Banditos. And again, adding to the first part of this theory, that the hosts are not actually the bishops that represent themselves. The credits do not just say Sally Sacarver and Dan Leston, but instead says host Sally Sacarver and host Dan Leston. The word host very much is a double meaning here. A host is the victim of a parasite. When your body's screaming out, trust your mind's listening. So, what do you think? Do you think Sally is a key element here? Do you think we're blowing Sally Sacarver out of proportion? Because I'm now on the side that Sally is such a crucial element to this Dima storyline, and there's so much little hidden messages that I didn't certainly pick up, that a lot of you picked up and I just overlooked, and I didn't understand things like the Lane Boy transition with Sally repeating the phrases, the rebel red carnations on Sally's dress, and the fact that, you know, Sally was the yellow bishop upside down. So I think Sally is such a crucial element to the Dima storyline, and we need to figure out all the information we can about Sally. And if this is all the information we got, that is possibly one key down, knowing that Sally is going to be the one to help the Banditos in the future. But we still don't know anything about Josh, we still don't know anything about Trash other than the information we already know. But I would like to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below, and yeah, this was a lot, and a super deep rabbit hole of the bishop we call Sally Sacarver, tearing my heart. She's a tear in my heart, she's a carver. Well, anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. It's super a lot of fun to make, and just, like I said, super fun just to dive deep into a topic, and I really hope you all enjoyed as well. Anyway guys, I'm gonna go edit the video because I got work at 7 in the morning and it's already after midnight. But anyway guys, I will go ahead and see you later. Goodbye, good night, but more importantly, have a good day, and remember,